The coronavirus pandemic has been a real challenge for our schools and has highlighted problems with their ventilation systems. Let's have a look at the current situation.
People breathe out CO2. Breathing in high levels of CO2 can make you feel tired and make it harder for you to concentrate. Over a long period, it can make you ill. Add in virus particles or other pathogens, and you can run into some serious issues. To minimize the risk of infection in a room, you must change the air. But opening a window lets in noise from the outside and cold air in winter. We need to find a real solution for this problem.
That's right. Peter, what would you say as one of WOLF's air handling and ventilation experts?
Hello, Christoph. We already had guidelines like VDI 6040 or European norm 15251 before the pandemic. And if they had been followed consequently, maybe our schools wouldn't be having as many issues.
What kind of solutions are available?
One quick and sustainable solution would be our air purifier. It is easy to set up and removes 99.995% of bioaerosols and lots of other harmful substances from the air. It is also the quietest air purifier in its class.
What would you recommend for a renovation or a new build?
The pandemic has made it clear that we have to take these scenarios into consideration when we are planning new buildings or renovating existing ones. What we know is that window ventilation on its own is not enough to provide healthy air. You need ventilation systems with heat recovery and adjustable settings for a high level of efficiency as well as hygienic filtration. You also need additional performance in reserve for times with high risk of infection.
What would a system like that look like?
In a brand new building, I would recommend a central ventilation system. It has a lot of advantages in terms of initial investment as well as maintenance costs. We can provide a wide range of compact ventilation systems like CKL Evo with a flow rate of 1,400 cubic meters an hour up to kg top or kg flex, which have a flow rate up to 350,000 cubic meters an hour.
And what about if you are renovating?
If you have a corridor with a high ceiling, you could use ceiling units like the WOLF CFL series to provide fresh air to multiple rooms.
Okay, so what options do schools have available?
If you want to ventilate a single room, or even if you want to minimize the building work, small CFL units are a great option. Alternatively, a floor-standing CGL unit is a good idea and it's really easy to install. It can provide up to 800 cubic meters fresh air per hour, and there are lots of accessories available for an optimal air distribution in the room.
What's the best way to manage individual ventilation units in a large building?
Certain systems can be connected in the WOLF SmartSet portal, locally or via the internet. All parameters and operating data are accessible.
Are there any other factors that people should take into consideration when choosing a ventilation system?
Well, in addition to the costs, a lot of other criteria have to be considered. The most important ones are energy efficiency, noise emission, and hygienic operation.
Thank you. That was very interesting. There are definitely a lot of different ways to address these problems.